any of these, do we want to look at them during this work session individually? Do you want to, if you have questions, do you want to just discuss those questions? How do you all want to proceed?
I didn't have any questions really about, basically they're just replacing or adding to or putting language where there is none, really, is what my understanding was.
Mm-hmm. That's my understanding. I think the only one that that administration is recommending that we not adopt is policy advisory number 150, which is struck out on these advisories here, and I guess that was really the only question I had on this was, did we have a policy that currently was in place? Is that, do you know if that was a reason for striking that policy from these recommendations?
Can you tell me where you're looking?
If you look at the policies on the work session, down to policy advisory number 150.
Oh, I'm looking in the shortened part. Okay.
Okay. Yep, and then there was also another document that kind of explained the former language compared to the new language.
Right.
And then you'll see that also on for our regular meeting tonight, the in action items, that particular policy advisory number 150 is got the word omit by it.
Okay.
I don't think we have to read every policy, do we?
My plan was just to read the policy number and title.
That's perfect. I have no questions.
Okay.
I don't either.
So did we clarify if we already had a policy in place for policy advisory 150, or?
That was the only question I had, because I think that was either looking at the question for Mrs. Milam or Mr. Brown, looking at those advisories initially in that board book, and let me go back to them, because they were attached to our May meeting as well for review. And I was thinking, well, no,
You thought they were on our May meeting?
Mrs. Hernandez attached them for review into our May meeting. And I was thinking 150 was there in its entirety, but it's struck out there as well. So perhaps that is a strikeout from policy advisories.
That's where it's from.
That's what it, okay. Not from Silver Administration.
No, sir.
Okay. I didn't catch it when I reviewed it the first time, that was a strikeout. So that strikeout, just to clarify, that strikeout on 150 comes from policy service advisories, not from administration.
Okay.
And so we'll have these as during our regular meeting as a first reading, and then have them for a second reading and adoption the following month. No questions from the members of the board? Comments or questions from administration? Mrs. Milam? Mrs. McCain?
No, sir.
Mr. Brown? Very well. Then that's all we have for our work session this evening. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Got a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes. And it is 5:46. Thank you all, and we'll get started with our regular meeting right at 6 o'clock, I hope.